What's up guys, Moustaches here, and today I'm really happy because we're going to talk about shields, new update out, classified D3 out with the global event. We've got a lot to talk about, the changes, how to make up builds, so let's dive into it after the intro. Like I said, we got a lot to cover, and I probably won't cover everything because you can make a lot of builds with the new changes. So today I'm going to focus on the changes, the tips and tricks, and what you need to know to make a solid build. Let's take a look at the classified gear and the different bonuses first. The 2-piece bonus is 15% protection from elites, which is quite nice in PvE. The 3-piece bonus granting 10% shield damage resilience. I'll talk about shield damage resilience a bit later because there's also something to talk about. The 4-piece allows using a SMG if one is equipped with ballistic shield is deployed. Only master rank shield mod is active and your ballistic shield health is increased by 57% for every 3000 stamina. And that's one of the things you need to keep in mind because you don't have to entirely spec into skill power anymore. In fact, all you need is under 20k skill power on your build. Skill power acts like a shield health multiplier, and with 120 skill power you'll get a 1.5 multiplier, as you can see on the chart. The 5-piece give you an extra 15% protection from elites and 5% damage resilience. And the 6-piece is an improved frontline, and it kinda sounds like rocket science, but it's quite easy to understand in fact. First, you get a 2000% melee damage increase, and I was kinda expecting you would have like a Hulk smash bonus where you can blow NPCs in a single hit, but in fact you have to hit elite enemies 6 or 7 times to take them down. It's fun the first time you use it, but it's kind of useless in fact, and it might work in PvP. I didn't test it, but if it's the case, I think you'll get quite a few fan mails. You also have a change in how overhealing works if you use a overheal. So stuff like overdose, support station, or recovery link will transfer their overhealing to your shield instead of you. But these kind of bonuses are very situational, and most of the time they are used when you're near death, which means that you already have lost your shield. So again, kinda useless in my opinion, because you have other types of healing that you can get from combat medic, for example. But the key bonus in the 6-piece is that all damage taken by your shield will grant you a buff depending on the type of damage. If you get 500,000 physical damage, so 500,000 damage from shots, you grant yourself and your team with a 30% armor buff. The other case is if you take 500,000 exotic damage, like from grenade, fire, it will grant your team with 30% weapon damage. This is very crazy in the team. It'll make your team almost unkillable, only if you are the main focus of all shots. And the last thing from the 6-piece is that you get 200% shield health increase if you spec 9000 stamina. Now that we covered all the bonuses from the gear set, we need to see how to build actually. And there are 2 ways. The first way is to go full tank with a 6-piece classified, 9000 stamina and 120k skill power. You will benefit from all the bonuses, the 200% shield health increase, and also in the end it will result with a shield having 2.850 million health points. It's barely unkillable. You can drop your controller on the floor and just wait for it and take all the damage. It's perfect for team play or high-level PvE activities like legendaries or stolen signal. You'll be the real support for your team, taking all the damage and granting your teammates with a good armor or weapon buff. You can see the armor buff in the clip. You can see the toughness increase just in a snap And yeah, like I said, it's really support for the team. The other option you have to build D3FNC is to have a weaker shield with 6000 stamina and 120k skill power, but you have also 6000 firearms for a little bit more damage. Your shield will sit around 1.066 million health points. You'll deal a fair amount of damage. You can run this setup with the 6-piece classified, or a 5-piece with high hand like Savage Glove or Reckless Chest, or you can do a 4-piece ninja combo with Predator or Banshee or even Striker for PvE. What about the gear rolls? Well, for the chest I'll still go for health, and I would put exotic damage resilience. In PvE, maybe against cleaners or those smoke grenades, it's kinda effective. But if you think further in PvP, with Predator out there in the dark zone, you need exotic damage resilience. For the mask, you can go either skill power or crit chance. I will go for skill power if you want to reach the under 20k skill power. For the knee pads, you can go crit damage for a little bit damage increase, or health. On the backpack, you can go for health or skill power. On the gloves, it's pretty obvious to go with SMG damage, crit chance and crit damage. And finally, on the holster, go for crit chance or health. For the mods, firearms mods with skill power or health, depending if you reach already the under 20k skill power. For the performance mods, shield damage resilience are still a must. You see, by equipping your shield, in fact, without any mods, if you're not using the 6-piece, you get already a 40% shield damage resilience, meaning you already take 40% less damage, and this is not only applied to the shield, but it's also applied to you, so it's pretty handy when you get flanked. In addition to that damage resilience, you can use the damage resilience mod to reach the 40%, but also on the move, one of the talents that will grant you with an additional 30%. I know that the damage resilience is capped at 60%, but on the move only works if you killed an enemy, and so it's not always active. If you're out of combat and you reach in combat, you will only have 40% until you kill one NPC. So yeah, it's always good to have on the move procced, and yeah, those 10% are maybe wasted, but whatever. And if you used the 5 or 6-piece setup, you can take 1 or 2 damage resilience mod out to use shield damage mods, because you will totally waste 10%. That's pretty sure. The other talents you should use are Combat Medic, which will also heal your shield when you use a medkit. Note, if you're in a team, ask your teammates to also use Combat Medic, so when they pop medkit, your shield and you will be healed also. Precision, to get a pulse when you land a headshot, and so boost your crit chance and crit damage. And I tend to go for When Is None for the last talent, which won't consume your bullet by landing a headshot, and since you're going to get up close of the enemies, you can quite easily land those headshots. Like I said, pretty long video here, and we just covered the basics. I'll come back with more shield builds in the next coming weeks, covering 5 pieces setup or 4 pieces ninja combos. I might try to make build that is viable in PvP. I need to test a bit more. Shield modifier has been increased, and no, it feels like your shield is a bit of a cardboard in front of you, but I'll find a way. Again, if you have any question, feel free to comment down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out the Division Elites. It's the community I'm part of. We have a large player base and are always ready to help new or returning player. You can find the link in the description. We'll thank CoolHeadedBrit for his clip about the shield melee damage. SkyPreacherman, this is my buddy on Xbox. He also provided me the clip for the toughness increase by the buff of the 6-piece, and the Division Elites and also Elites Gaming for their support to my channel. That's it for now. I'm going back for farming for a better house, but I feel kind of homeless here, and I'll see you next time, guys, with more shield builds. See ya.